So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how I make my lip gloss. So you want to go ahead and sanitize any surface you're gonna be working on. This video was made prior to COVID, but with products like lip gloss or anything you're gonna be selling and you're making and putting in a container, you want to make sure your area is clean. So I'm just taking some hot water and a cleaning solution and mixing it together. The most common one is dish detergent. Your tube should already be clean, but this is just sanitizing them because you never know what's getting on them in the warehouse or doing packaging. I'm laying out everything I'm gonna need. I got some paper towels, my lip gloss tubes, and the stoppers come in a little packet. I'm going to just take this whisk out of the solution that I made and separate the wine from the tube itself. And then once I do that, I'm going to just put a little solution in the bottle and shake it up just to make sure it's hitting all the surfaces of the wine in the tube. If you want to be more thorough, you can get a baby bottle cleaner. Just to make sure I'm getting every tube and every wine, I do set aside the ones that I've already cleaned. Now I'm just going to add the stoppers for the tubes. You want to be careful with these and make sure you get them out of the solution before you pour it out. Depending on the sink that you have, it will go down the sink or you can lose them or anything because they're so tiny. Once everything is cleaned and taken out of the bowl, I'm just taking the wands and tubes to the sink and rinsing the soap off, and then I'm laying them on my second paper towel so they can dry out. You want to make sure the tubes and the bottle is completely dry before you put lip gloss in it because you want to prevent any molding of your product. I usually sit this out for at least a day to make sure everything is dry before we start filling them up. So now we're just going to clean off the surfaces again. After you're done wiping everything down, you can just start taking out your supplies. So you're gonna need gloves, a mixing bowl. I'm just using some plastic bowls from the Dollar Tree, a spatula to mix everything with. I'm using a napkin just to lay things on. I use the TKB lip gloss base. You're gonna need a sterile syringe. I believe this was a 500 milliliter syringe. You can adjust the size to the batch that you're using. This one was way too big for me. And then any oil that you're going to be mixing in and flavoring. And then also powders if you're making colors and glitter. And lastly, some pipettes. This tutorial, I'm just showing you how I make my clear lip gloss. I usually just eyeball the consistency. I don't measure out how much base and oil I'm using. It'll be different for everybody depending on what type of consistency you're looking for. I really don't like my lip gloss too thick like beauty supply store lip glosses, so I do thin it out a little more. I'll show you how it should look in some of the clips. So I start out with a little oil and then I just keep adding and mixing until I get the consistency that I want. So this is still too thick. It is running pretty smoothly, but you can tell in big chunks sometimes it just falls down. So you don't want it falling in big chunks. So right now I'm just adding a little more oil and I'm gonna take my flavoring or scent and add about 6 drops into the mixture. This was basically the consistency I was looking for. So I do add a pinch more oil and then I just get my syringe and everything ready so I can put the gloss in my tubes. So this is an important step on getting a lip gloss in your tubes. You want to cut off about 1/4 to half an inch of that pipette where the bulb is, and you don't have to cut off the tip like I just did in the video. I don't do that anymore, but it was still okay to use. In this video, I used the spatula to transfer the lip gloss into the spatula, but I found it easier just to suck it up through the top of the syringe instead of putting it in the end. You're gonna have to wait till the gloss flow down. And this process right here is very sticky. It gets everywhere on the sides, run down. So it's best to just suck it up through the syringe. So once I put all the gloss in the syringe, I'm gonna go ahead and start filling up my tubes. It is a little hard because the thickness of the lip gloss for it to come out, but be patient because you don't want to put too much pressure where that pipette comes flying off and your lip gloss go everywhere. You want to leave about 1/4 inch of the tube empty, just so your stopper and your wand could go in the tube without the lip gloss overflowing. I always have a lot of air bubbles in my clear gloss when I first make it. So if you do, that's okay. They do go away once they set. Now I'm just going to take the stoppers and add them to the tube, then add my wands. I do make my own labels, so once all the tubes are filled, I go ahead and add those. If you like me to make a video on how I make my labels, then go ahead and comment below. But I'm done here. This is the finished result. If you would like to see more videos like these, please like, comment, and subscribe.